Honor has been riding high on the success of the 9i, 7X and more recently the View 10. Will their latest release, the Honor 9 Lite, continue the good momentum? Well, let's find out. We're gonna unbox the Honor 9 Lite and spend some hands-on time with it. If you guys end up liking this video, then drop us. We have the usual Honor blue box here, and round back we have 3 of the phone's USPs printed right up top. There's nothing else worth seeing on the box itself, so let's quickly open this one up and have a look inside. Opening it up, we have the phone at the very top. Taking it out of the plastic, we have the Glacier Grey variant here. Looks quite nice and glossy. Setting it aside for the moment, let's have a look at what's inside. Here's the tiny SIM ejector pin, and then we have the micro USB cable and the wall adapter. I know some of you guys want to know the SAR values, but since this is a review unit, we didn't get any documentation inside the box. Sorry about that. Coming back to the phone, we have the dual cameras to the back. Further down there is the fingerprint sensor, and the rest of the back is left pretty clean. The glossy glass back does look good, but in hand it feels quite slippery. But the smaller footprint of the device means that you can comfortably use this one with one hand. The power and volume buttons are placed on the right side of the device, and they are tactile and clicky. The bottom houses all the ports. We have the micro USB and the headphone jack, along with the primary microphone and the speaker grill. The left houses the hybrid SIM slot. The top is left clean. Over at the front, we have the dual front cameras, earpiece and sensors. I'll come back to those cameras a bit later. For now, let's talk about this gorgeous display. This is a 5.65-inch 18:9 IPS LCD panel with a resolution of 2160 by 1080, or as Honor likes to call it, a full view display. The panel itself is quite bright and vibrant with decent viewing angles. Overall, there isn't much to complain with this display, except maybe that the corners aren't rounded. Yes, we here at C4A Tech are a nitpicky bunch. Inside the Honor 9 Lite, we have the high silicon Kirin 659 chipset coupled with 3 or 4 gigs of RAM and 32 or 64 gigs of internal storage. We've seen the octa-core chipset in various devices like the 7X and the 9i before, and in every case it's been a superb performer. From day-to-day tasks to intensive ones, the 659 chipset chews through everything you throw at it. With graphics though, Honor stuck to the same old Mali T830MP2 GPU found on last year's Honor 6X. Powering all of this, you have a 3000 mAh battery. Yes, it's 10% smaller than the battery on the Honor 9i, but considering it has to power a smaller screen, the battery life on the 9 Lite should be fairly decent as well. Coming to the cameras, the Honor 9 Lite has quad cameras with dual 13+2 megapixel cameras to both the front and the rear. The rear cameras are a downgrade in terms of megapixels from the Honor 9i, which sports a 16 megapixel primary shooter to the back. As far as quality goes, we took a few shots around the office. You guys have a look and tell us what you think in the comments down below. The camera app itself comes loaded with plenty of features and even includes a portrait mode for the selfie shooter. There's also a dedicated pro mode for the rear camera. If you guys want to know more about shooting in pro mode, especially on Honor devices, click on this card on the top right to watch our dedicated video on the topic. Speaking of software, the Honor 9 Lite runs on MUI 8.0 based on Android 8.0 Oreo. The interface itself is fast and snappy and packs in a few nifty little gestures. You can change the software buttons around and even try out a gesture-based method of going around the UI. Huawei calls it the navigation dock. Touch once to go back, hold and release for home screen, then hold and slide for recent apps. There's also a double tap to wake and a one-handed mode if you happen to need them. Finally, we come to the price. And here's where we are still left in the dark. In China, the Honor 9 Lite sells for a price of 1199 yuan, which is around 11,600 in Indian rupees for the 332 variant. The higher 464 variant is available at 1799 yuan, which is about 17,500 rupees approximately, while the 432 variant slots in at the middle with a price tag of 1499 yuan. The Honor 7X is now available for 13,000 rupees, and if the lower end variant of the 9 Lite can indeed slot in at 12,000 rupees, then it becomes a real contender for the crown of the budget king. What do you guys think, and what sort of a price are you expecting Honor to release the 9 Lite at? Tell us in the comments down below. And if you like compact phones like I do, then give this video a share. If you hated this video, well, you know what to do. But then if you liked it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon to get notified every time a new video goes live here on the channel. This here is Sundar and I'll be back in a few hours on Ash Answers. Until then, see you.